And then what we also did is, based off of how much the user is lending, we now allow them to see the monthly repayment that they have to do. And then we also allow them to see the total interest they repay and the total value of the amount they'll pay. So this is basically a loan of 11 Rand. Dark. Light. Dark.
Exe, welcome back to NJE NAI Codes. Just AI, no code. Let's cut it up.
What's up, back? Welcome back to the videos. Now we are going to do the theming. I promise you guys. I wish you guys could see me. I promise you, we are going to the theming. You know what? Let me just record myself saying, I promise you guys, we are going to do the theming now. I said we're going to do it in the previous episode, but we're going to do it now on this episode because we actually added more functionality into the app. And let me explain what we added and what we're going to do in terms of the theming. It is currently 22:26, and I'll probably want to be done with the theming by 35 minutes past. So as I was saying before, what we ended up doing is added the user to be able to switch between long-term for a car or a house, and the years are aligned to that, and then also allowing the user to put in a deposit value. This I probably want to get the default value for the annual interest, but let's leave the user to put that in. And then what else did we do? And then what we also did is, based off of how much the user is lending, we now allow them to see the monthly repayment that they have to do. And then we also allow them to see the total interest they repay and the total value of the amount they'll pay. So this is basically a loan of 11 Rand, and the user will end up paying 67 cents at the end of the 1 year's, paying 1 Rand per month, which does make sense in terms of calculations. But nevertheless, let's start doing the theming and the styling, and let's see what we can get from that, and also adding a dark and night mode like we have over there. So let's get into things. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and inform your friends to inform their friends, that we all inform each other that this is the new hot stuff, and that they let other people share and subscribe, as we are seeing what we can do with AI from a basic design. Okay, enough of me speaking, so let's do this. ChatGPT has crashed and it's open. Okay, please help me improve the theming of my application to have night and day theming that the user can choose whether to follow the device theme or choose which one they want. This is for a calculator app, and let's I want to go to the home, and what we're going to do is I'm going to take all of that for context, and we're going to put that down there because it should be able to see that the colors that are currently used, 1, 2, it'll be able to get the context of the view that I want it to be, which is the one that homes both this view and that view. And then 4, probably going to make another option here or there, I don't know, which allows us to change that theme. So it says step 1 is to implement a theme provider, which allows us system light mode. Okay. and then wrap a change notifier on the main. Okay, and then allow the user to change from the home screen whether they want dark, light mode, blah blah blah, which is a pop-up option. Okay, perfect. Let's put this into got 4 more minutes. Hopefully this is all we need. Come on, ChatGPT. Come on. If anyone knows why sometimes it takes so long to go, is it just thinking too long? But you're a PC, so you should be quick. So does it have limitations? Does it not have limitations? If you know more about it, please make sure you do comment down in the description box so we can understand what is the issue of what is happening right now. Because I'm just sitting here and I'm waiting for a response, and the response is not coming. Come on now, come on, let's go. Okay, I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So I think I'm gonna open up another view. Let's open up another view and copy the same prompts in ChatGPT. Because look, it opens fast. But over here it's just sitting. So it's fine. We are going to copy the prompts. See, and look, it's already doing it. But this time it's already done everything for me. Update what, and then if you'd like the theme to be persistent when the app restarts, you want to show how to integrate. Yes, please. Let's integrate for it to be persistent. Let's make it, let's improve it and add the persistent functionality. We got 2 minutes and you want me to add more functionality, bruh. Like, okay, it's fine. Let's go with it. Let's do a prototype get. Let's stop the project. Let's rerun the project because you have a new file in there. Let's go to our home screen, which is this one. Okay, I want to change this because I said I don't want it to be dollars, I want it to be rand. Let's see if it has a ZAR. Money. I think money is fine. Let's put money. Why are they all in dollars? Like, not all of us work with dollars. And what are your 2 cents on this whole tariff situation happening between China and the US? Do you think they're ever going to stop? Do you think it makes sense? Let me know. Comment down. Can I get the full code? I want the full code, brother. Yo, I was about to say why. Okay, so it looks like it's 2 different files. So on the main dot, and then it wants me to create a theme provider dot, and then it wants me to add on the theme on the home screen to add a drawer. So I do need to do all of this, and then on the loan home, it's just creating a file for that. Okay, and also for the basic calculator, so that's just creating widgets. So what I need to do is I need to come right here to the top. I've already added you into it, and this is on the main, and it wants me to add a theme provider. So let's go into the main application, wants us to add that over there, right? Which is a file that we don't have yet. So let's create a theme. Theme, and then theme provider. No, not a file. And have ourselves a theme provider and another file for the theme, and then we're gonna export theme provider, right? So we have that done and dusted. We have this that's missing, this, which we add, and we're done. And then it said I must add the widgets, so I think that's that. Right, so let's rebuild. Null value, what's null? Run financial app, so that's the main theme. Hey, what did I break? I didn't put anything. Main, there's main, and then it's meant to return this. And mine currently returns material. What did I break? I'll check. Run financial app. What did I break, guys? Did I break anything? Okay, now it works. Build a context. Import from provider. Okay, that's our issue. Our issue has to do with this part here. What is the issue though? Maybe it wants me, you know what, let's just take this whole name and paste it. Now it works. But where do we have our options? Let's go into this, features, toggle appearance. I see the color at the bottom did change, but I'm not seeing anything that really changed. The colors of the fonts changed, so that theming is there. Where's the one that gives me the drop downs? No theme from persistence, and then home screen, add a drawer. Which one's this? Home. I haven't done anything to that one, so let's go to it. There we go. Light, dark, light, dark. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh. Okay. I think the problem that we have here is we probably have our own themings that we added to these views, which was a basic calculator. Yep, look at that. We have our own themings that we added. So what I want to do now is probably remove that, and light and dark, light, dark, system. And if I come here and I toggle, it toggles. Oh my gosh, this is so lovely. Okay, that's on that, and then also on this one over here, which is this loan. We have more of our own custom themes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, okay, please remove all custom styling to use theme, the theme provider we just set up. Put that in. Okay, perfect. Looks like it's done the job for the long term. Gonna copy paste that in and have that styling done. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the basic calculator. And there's a lot of changing. So it looks like this is building off of an old version of Flutter, because as you can see, some of the styling and theming, I have to do a whole bunch of updates to it. So in the meantime, what I'm doing for the loan, let me do for the basic calculator also. We do it for this too. So let it build that while I fix 13 theming issues. In theory, I could just remove it all because it should follow the theme that's built there. But I think this is just the basic theme that exists, and probably on a later video we will follow or create our own custom theming. But this is just to get a basic day and night mode theming into our application, and then we'll make it pop a bit more later. Okay, I don't like this. What is this? I genuinely don't like it. It looks so ugly. So ugly or fuggly? Ugly. Basic calculator. Just do that. But the basics are there. As I'm saying, I'm just using ChatGPT. Now it's all up to me whether I want to keep the styling or whether I want to make my own styling. And we shall, oh no, I don't want to save that. I want to save this. Let's rebuild. And so we have that. Dark mode, light mode. Okay. Let's make the, what is that? It is, where's the divide sign? Let's make the divide times minus plus equal buttons darker shade. As I said, I'm going to remove this bottom piece and put it to the top, so I'll probably just do that now. Just after we do this. Really not liking this theming thing. Probably where it is, because I was just showing you guys if you can do it at ChatGPT, we can. Now it's up to me to go through the code and understand the code and do my own updates to it the way I feel like it needs to be done. Are those colors different? Yes, they are different. That is slightly darker to that. So we are actually following this. It's just that it's not the same. So let me do this. Please make the buttons purple. I don't think those colors never actually really ever have to change, so I'm just gonna make them purple with white font, because you see that it's always white. The other ones are the ones that change, and we have a network issue with ChatGPT, and that's probably because we are way over time with our project. And I think some of the stuff I'll do is going to be me doing updates to it. So we have the bottom navigation. I think we're going to move that out and move it up into here and have it as options so the user can navigate between two views, because I have this side and that side. And then we're going to remove this gradient. Let me just go to it. Actually, there should be a gradient somewhere. Find gradient. We don't want this gradient. So we're going to remove this gradient, and we have it now simple and clean. That's dark, that's light mode, and we have following the system theming. Obviously we're going to change some of these things because it's not as clean as what it should be. Perfect. But I think this is nice being here because it's quickly accessible without me having to come into this. Maybe I'll remove them and put it up here at the top. Yeah, so let me do that. Take this code. Let's go ChatGPT. Please move the bottom and make a toggle located doesn't have context. This project didn't give it context. So it looks like its default is always going to show what's this thing? It's always going to show web when you don't give it context. Okay, perfect. So you see now, what is it doing? It's just hiding the bottom. No, can we remove it and use the toggle button to navigate between the basic calc and what's the other one did we say? And loan screens. There we go. So now we've got a toggle between the two, and we have theming added, believe that is everything we needed to do. So that is lovely. Basic calculator done, and long-term calculator done, and the theming is partially there. There's obviously a few things that I just need to change, but we can always do that on the upcoming videos. Let's see if this one has woken up. No, it hasn't. So I'm going to wake it up on another view. Let's make the plus, minus, divide, and times, and equal buttons, purple, or the primary color, and white font. And then I'm just going to go to the basic calculator, take that and toss that in there. And then I believe we are done, and we are calling it a night to this series until we hear some feedback from you guys on what you guys think is missing and what needs to be added, or what you would like to be added to this application. And yeah, let's see what you guys have to say. Please comment down, share, like, and subscribe to the channel, and let's make things happen. There we go. That font will always be white. That's light mode. Dark mode, it goes black. Still not bad. I think that's still pretty fine, but this is where we are going to end off. We have our basic calculator that does basic calculations, and we have our calculator doing the long-term calculations too. Thank you very much for coming in and tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next videos. This is series number 1. Series number 2 coming up pretty shortly from this one, I hope. Let's go.